All right, okay. Welcome to the Cold Hard Facts Podcast. I am DNA, the only one, the one, the only, of course, back again, once again. Cooler Buggin is here, Silk is here. Yeah, I'm here, of course. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but not a whole lot of stuff has happened. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Y'all been subscribing like a mug, man. We appreciate that over here. We almost at 200 subs. Yeah, man, this is looking real good on the YouTube front.
Good.
So we appreciate that for real. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about, well, we did just watch something that pertains to Kendrick Lamar. I guess we could talk about that since it's fresh on our minds and everything. I don't know. I forgot the dude's name that brought it to everybody's attention.
Dejan Paul.
Yeah, Dejan Paul. He the one who said some shit like, "Oh, everybody on GNX got either offered 10K or royalties, and a lot of people chose 10K. And only possibly 2 people did not. Yeah, and hit a man.
I don't know why y'all
J3.
I don't know why people keep calling that man Hitter Man. That man's name is Hitter J3. Ain't no Hitter Man.
Hitter J. Okay, Hitter J3.
That's the part that kept killing me. Like, that man's name is Hitter J3. Niggas keep saying Hitter Man.
Okay. But yeah, Hitter J3. He said something on the lines of the same thing, sort of, I guess. But I'm just like, okay, why did this need to be brought to everyone's attention? I guess like niggas is hating. I don't know, but
Don't sound like to me.
I'm just like at this point, like, Kendrick ain't in the headlines, so we got to bring him to the headlines at some point. And also at the same time, this is the same, like, okay, since he's, like I said, since Kendrick is quiet now, I'm guessing, here's a guess. I'm guessing some music coming this year for sure. And possibly he could also be on the next Jay-Z album. Cause we all know Jay-Z is putting out an album. Like, come on. Like,
we don't know Nathan.
Man,
yeah, man. No, ain't no nothing. We don't know Nathan. We don't know nothing.
Okay.
We hope so. The day, right. We hope, wish, pray.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing.
All right.
Like,
I think
you know what I'm saying? Unless you DNA are plugged in at Rock Nation, you don't know nothing.
Okay, you're right. But let's just hypothetically say Kendrick is on this Jay-Z album that's probably coming around the time of in the month of July, because he has a bunch of shows coming. Jay-Z has a bunch of shows coming up. And this is like this is like the starter, just to get something popping for Kendrick. But I see Kendrick is gonna be on somebody's album that's coming soon anyway.
DJ Dahi.
Right. So
I don't even know if that's an album, but judging by all the people that was tagged out, I'm assuming it's a project.
So. Yeah. But I mean, if you ain't got your stuff straight, that's your fault. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if everybody, like, not everybody was on GNX I wasn't knowledgeable of them. I'm not sure if you was, Silk, because I know you listen way more LA than I do. So,
hold on.
Because I'm just like, At this point,
Well, I'll say this. I know about Chike already because I got put on the Chike through Schoolboy Q album earlier that year. So by
right,
the time this came out, I was a fan. I I didn't know about Dodie Six. I didn't know about Lefty Gunplay or Wally the Sensei or I knew Hit It J3. Not necessarily as an artist, but just that I know he wanted Kendrick homies or his cousin or something like that. I knew
okay,
Peso. I did know Peso. Yeah, I've known Peso for a while. And I didn't know who Young Threat was. So a lot of them know I didn't know. I only knew
okay,
Chike and Hit a J3 and Peso. I mean, and everybody knows Roddy Rich by now, so you
right,
know.
yeah, yeah. And I don't think Roddy Rich was like was gonna take the 10K. If it was 10K, I don't know how much it was. I definitely know he wouldn't have took no damn 10K. So, um, but yeah, bro. Like I feel like we gotta talk about Kendrick at some point, like because he's been
But
quiet.
ain't nobody thinking about him right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Like, and
true. But
I don't mean that in a malicious way or a bad way. It's just like that man came outside. He did what he had to do with light skin buddy. He put the album out. He went on tour last year, and he took his black ass back in the house like he always do. Ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still doing the same stuff that he's been doing since at least 2017, 2018. So you know, like thinking about Kendrick right now, man. Like, let that man live in peace, bro. Like,
yeah,
That's
facts.
all speculation. You can't go off of what
you can't go off of he say,
everybody's
she
saying.
say.
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody, you know, we got to stop doing that, man. Like, even if it's multiple people saying it at once, it's like that don't necessarily make it true. You niggas never heard the phrase, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Like, you think everybody who say something is telling the truth?
And if it is true, for them artists, the lesson they should have learned with doing business is that negotiation is important. Don't just take the first offer that they give you. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? $10,000 up front or royalty. What you could have did was you kind of could have flipped it. What if you give me a total of 20,000? You give me 10 now, and royalties. You know what I'm saying? Or give me 5,000 in royalties. Like just never go with the first number that they give you. Like just learn how to negotiate and run them numbers yourself, or get you if you can't afford an accountant or an attorney and anything like that. Find one of your smart homies. We all got one that's good with numbers. And you fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? Hire him to run them numbers for you and let him be your attorney. Like, you know what I'm saying? You make the money together. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We just got to learn how to do business and not be so desperate and take the first deal.
So what's this other thing? But that I wanted to talk about, but I'll save that for a little bit later.
You might as well just say it now, man.
No, I
You
wanted
know,
to.
ain't no
No,
music came out, so
yeah,
you
it
know.
did. Yeah, it did. Y'all probably didn't hear it.
Well, ain't nothing worth
Davey.
listening to. How about that? I
Okay,
mean, Dave East,
Dave.
I know.
Okay, well then the song came out and it's worth talking about. Like, why you always do that shit? I don't understand. But anywho, Dave East and Harry Fraud got a project coming end of July
Yeah,
called
coming. It's not out yet. Like,
what
ain't
the
nothing
fuck?
came out. Everything,
Okay, okay,
everything we got to talk about is stuff that's up and coming.
right, for sure, for sure. I definitely don't want to talk about that damn Future song again. Weak ass song
We
that
talked
came
about
out.
that already.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
We
So
talked about that. But
anyway,
we got. Why we want to talk about it now? We talked about it already.
exactly. So, anyways, like
So
I
unless
said,
you want to talk about, unless you want to talk about Rilo Rodriguez, and I know ain't none of y'all listen to that shit.
Hell no.
All right then. So he was the only. That was the only significant drop of last week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, let's see. Who else dropped?
I mean, unless you a Ken Carson fan, and that's another
Nah.
significant drop.
Beyonce dropped.
I mean, yeah, she dropped that, but that song is old, I believe,
Dang. I didn't know that.
or
Didn't I?
or it's old. It's old in terms of when it was made and when it
Okay.
was first heard versus when it came out.
Okay. All right. It's because I was like, that don't. It probably was put together in a while ago, but definitely ain't old to us. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. But but yeah, Davies and Heavy Fry got a project coming. Davies put out a song called Alley Oop with Styles P. And that shit was good. That shit was really good. It got me anticipating this. Mainly because that production sounded crazy. Not gonna lie, that shit sounded crazy.
Yeah, it's Dave and Harry, man. Like,
So
I've been waiting for them two to link back up for a while now. So
yeah. But Kuda, did you hear?
Nope.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, it
mm,
came out
mm,
yesterday.
mm.
It did come out today. So I get what you're saying. Um, but no, it was good though. It was good. Styles P was like spitting on that too. So but other than that, so it's a lot of um turmoil, I guess you could say, going on with this the song that sent all the niggas to jail. Spin that shit. Um, India Ari spoke out about it. Uh, I don't know if you saw that, John.
I did. Yep.
Uh,
I saw.
so this is what she said. I fully realize that not everybody wants to get free, and that's very, very rude. That's a very, very rude awakening. Shaking my head because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear message of a much bigger truth. So, yeah. This like, okay. I kind of want to tread lightly, but I also want to like
Fuck
also.
no.
Oh,
Tread lightly. I wish you would.
I kind of want to, but I'm not going to, not fully at least. Um, I already said it's the damn send a nigga to jail song, but I also want to say that she is like super correct on what she said. Um, and that is very well known. If you know what type of artist India Ari is, that is like it just speaks volumes on like, hey, y'all still don't get it. It's like that's basically y'all still don't get it. And it just
Yeah.
amplifies. I know we just got done with talking about Kendrick. It amplifies "Watch the Party Die." I feel like it amplifies another song, "The Heart Part 5." Um,
That's tough.
it's like you know.
I'm glad you just said that.
Yeah, bro. I just feel like um, the biggest, like biggest fuck you to what India Ari said though. He's mixed it with one of her songs. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, dog. That was
Yeah,
like
I
the
saw.
biggest fuck you ever.
Well,
I just don't like. I just don't approve of that. But at the same time, like, bro, like you obviously missed the message too, because like I get you a producer, but um I don't know if all of your songs are gonna have that much staying power. Like I get you's a great producer, but he only produced hits. He didn't produce, from what I've seen, he hasn't produced staying power hits. I don't know for sure, but I maybe I need to go look up his catalog before I
Did
assume
he,
that.
did he have something to do with writing it?
No, I don't think so. I
Then
don't
why
know.
take it so personally?
Because as I'm sure the both of you know, artists, whether the producer or the rapper, sensitive about their shit. That's why.
I don't think Carisha said anything.
Of course she did.
There's nothing for her to say.
There's really nothing for her to say, honestly.
Yeah, but
Um, Look,
yeah.
man,
Go
all I
ahead.
got to say is this. The only argument that I see on the internet about this entire situation is the type of music that folks was listening to that kind of conveys that same degrading message um throughout hip hop's history. Y'all aren't wrong either. Nobody's perfect. But
Oh, he got
that's not
one
to say
song so far that I've looked
that's
at.
that's that's just the honest, reality of the culture, bro. Like, like,
Kind
most
of
mo
lost the plot.
yeah, most motherfuckers just don't care. And you have to you have to learn to be okay with that. I'm sorry, like that's just more so towards NDRE and people like her. Like you have to learn to be okay with that because I learned like I don't know, bro. I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but when did you how I want to say this? When did you find out that you didn't have the same thought process as a lot of niggas?
Early. I don't know. It had to be around the start of this podcast or a little bit after I started the podcast. So that's exactly why I stopped. I relegated to not like
Mm-hmm.
say too much on the internet as far as typing goes. And then if I do, I'm gonna say it in somebody under's picture or video or whatever. As far as Instagram, I'm not getting on Facebook with that shit. I'm not even getting on Twitter with that shit all the time. So I just, like save what I need to say for the podcast. And if I forget, I forget like half the time. So like, um, um, there's a lot of shit I care about that I just know that people don't care about. So
Yep.
hey,
Mm.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it on my podcast because I got a platform to do it at. You feel me? So,
Niggas that hate you for doing that just because
right.
they ain't
But
doing nothing.
but
Mm-hmm.
my whole point is like I say like when did you realize your thought process wasn't like everybody else's? Because if y'all know this already, and this ain't just about black folks. It's about everybody. Like in all of our cultures, we have the people who kind of like amp up the quote unquote negative aspects of the culture. You know what I'm saying? And
Lil Boosie is one of them. Go
don't
ahead.
get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong when I say this because I'm
We
not
love
saying
Boosie over here though. Well, I do.
yeah we love Boosie, but I'm saying like hip hop has thrived on glorifying the negative aspects of the culture. And it's not necessarily the culture's fault because that's just what we come from. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first time you ever heard an NWA song back in the day, like not us, but like anybody who might be older. Like the first time you ever heard an NWA song and you hear them talking about straight out of Compton and you hear about them talking about fuck the police, you ain't never heard no rapper talk like that. So you like, what the hell? But it was just the realities of the environment that they came from. And the thing about it is, we all know it's not a secret that both JT and Carisha both came from scamming backgrounds. JT went to jail for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a secret. Um, we know that Carisha likes, she has expensive taste. She like expensive things. She come from a scamming background or messing with scammers or being one herself. I don't know because I don't know her. I don't know her story like that. I just know what I've seen and what I've read. So she's just talking about what
What
she
she know?
used to, what she know exactly. You know, everybody that's black ain't I hate to use this word, but everybody who's black ain't hotel. You know what I'm saying? Some of us loud, unapologetically ghetto. And it's okay. It's okay. But that don't make India Ari wrong. She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. And the people who complaining about it ain't necessarily wrong either. But you know, it's just like that's the culture. That's literally the only thing. That's it. That's all you can
Yep.
say. It's gonna be a never ending struggle versus the people who want to see black people in better positions and the people who just want niggas to just be niggas. You know, it's literally that every single time, bro. Like
Yeah, man. Music is just
it's just niggas having
it.
fun.
It's yeah. It's really like you know what I'm saying. It's no really. It's not a balance anymore. Of well, you got some knowledge. You got some knowledge records, and then you got some records like what Young Miami just put out. But you only hear records like what Young Miami just put out because
Hmm.
it's no longer a balance. You just hearing the world is letting you hear what they want you to hear. You got to search for that knowledge shit now.
And another thing, another thing. Stop, stop blaming music for the problems of the community.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we got past this because you feel me? Like, dog, let's just be honest, bro. I grew up listening to the most raunchiest, most violent, you know, type of music you could, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on motherfucking just on the woman rap tip. I grew up on Missy. I grew up on Lil Kim. I grew up on Foxy Brown. I grew up on Emil. Like these bitches was talking greasy, not necessarily
Mm-hmm.
Missy, but the other three. They was talking greasy in songs. For one, for two, let's don't even get me started on the guys. I grew up listening to Hove, DMX, the Locks, Eminem, Snoop, Q, shit, a whole bunch of different. You know, I can't name
Dr. Dre.
everybody. Yeah, well, he don't really. He's not. I don't count him, but I'm gonna count him. I'm gonna count him. I'm gonna count him. Uh, just to name. Oh, Project Pat, 3 6 Mafia, bro. Them niggas was talking about snorting coke, beating dudes up in the club, and worshiping Satan. Like, what we talking about here? The point is,
Slot or Bada, like or
the point
Daka.
is, look, the point is that it's all about the caliber of individual who is listening to the music versus the actual music. These people very may well have done all this stuff that they talk about in their songs, but that don't mean you have to do it. You have to have that level of discernment, you know. And a lot of people, I hear people. It's been like hella conversations about like children and their mind, like how their minds work on the internet lately. And it's just like, yes, a child has an underdeveloped brain. However, a child can also have a sense of discernment, but also have a sense of being raised, quote unquote, correctly, because it's just like, okay, I'm listening to all this stuff, but I know it's not right. I know it ain't right. Like, I'm not finna go outside and go, you know, listening to whole talk about selling drugs and then, you know, toasting champagne from the penthouse of a hotel in New York.
Yeah,
It sounds good. It sounds great, but that's just not what I'm doing. That's not my life. That's
yeah,
not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I may go outside and I see niggas on the corner, you know, selling whatever they selling for whatever they trying to get. I might have some homies that died, niggas that's holding guns, all type of stuff. That's
yeah.
my reality. I grew up in the hood. What you want me
Gotta,
to do?
yeah, man.
But
You definitely.
that ain't me. You know what I mean? Like the music ain't gonna make me go outside and do none of that. Just like that bullshit they tried to do with Grand Theft Auto when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, talking about this video game glorifies violence and now kids are gonna be influenced to go. You think You think me, a 10-year-old, is gonna go outside and jump somebody, beat them up, take them out their car, and drive around listening to God knows what with a pistol on my lap, looking for somebody else to jack? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I know kids are impressionable, but come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's not the music. If anything, the kids are gonna be more influenced to do stuff from the people that they're around
Mm-hmm.
consistently versus somebody that they listening to on the radio or on a iPhone or whatever. Like,
I was just for to say it's the
like
parenting.
the average 8-year-old little boy ain't jumping off the porch to go do bad shit because he heard a Lil Durk song. No, he's doing that because that's what his friends are doing.
Mm-hmm.
He want to be like them. He know what's right from wrong, but he want to fit in. He want to be cool. So it's like, all right, bet we finna go do this. Like, it ain't the games, it ain't the music. It's what you around.
Yeah, man, it's the parenting, man,
That
and
too, but
the
man,
environment, and just watch a Bronx Tale if you get a chance. For the people that
mm,
didn't, he had the working hard dad trying to guide his son and keep him away from the father figure that did crime. Like, yeah, it's an interesting story. Yeah.
Yeah, he got Jay White. He got a few stand power songs, like, but he ain't got that many. But like he did Bodak Yellow, and I like it. I like it was a flip though.
Yeah, man. But he
Um,
got to relax, right? Because when you said Jay White, I thought of Switchblade Jay White from AEW. So people don't be as big as they think.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But nah, man. Yeah, man. Like the I mentioned a lot of Kendrick Lamar songs, but yeah, Kendrick was trying to teach y'all y'all something, but y'all lost it.
Yeah,
Y'all lost the
man.
plot. Y'all lost the plot. So you know what I'm saying. It be like that though. It be like that, unfortunately.
Hey,
Uh,
somebody should well, maybe Common should do I Used to Love Her Part 2 or something.
well,
mm.
Cole just gave you. Never mind.
Yeah, he
Right.
did, but you
That
know.
ain't got nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's why I said never mind.
That
No,
man
I,
said. That man said Common, not
yeah.
I know.
Jermaine. Like,
I got you.
I
But
know what
technically
I know what's on
speaking,
I know what's on Cole album. I'm just saying.
technically speaking, I'm
Mm,
just technically speaking. That's the perfect, almost perfect. Let's just say almost perfect part two to that song. If you want
mm.
to do it that
Yeah,
way, I mean, I don't
yeah, I
see
agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
if you're gonna do something like that, a re-rendition. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what else do you do with that song besides doing what Cole did? So, I mean, like so I was right, technically speaking. But I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all love this genre called hip hop, but the roots of it, like, is it came from Eric B and Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and LL Cool J, and those are your roots. Public Enemy,
Public Enema.
yeah, Public Enemy too. So I'm just saying, like, like, do your Googles. You feel me? That's it. Like, cause it is good to know your history. Remember, a lot of the 2016, well, not a lot of, but some of the 2016 freshman class rappers didn't know what the fuck was going on as far as their history goes, but they know that shit now.
Oh, you talking about 2016. I thought you were talking about this year's freshman class.
No, this year's we ain't up on that yet.
What you mean we ain't up on that yet?
I'm not paying attention to that yet. I'm trying to wait till all the freestyles come out before I start talking about it.
Man, fuck that.
Hang on.
Let me tell you why. Fuck that. Because let me just go to the list real quick. Because if we being honest, you done heard a good chunk of them by now.
For sure.
So you already know what to expect. So for example, you saw Chris Patrick at a show.
Yeah.
So you already know how he is. You don't have to hear him
Absolutely.
freestyle. We know he can rap.
No, I mean, like,
I've heard, no, go ahead.
from what I'm saying is like, who got the most potential in staying power on that list? I don't know fully. I already know Fitzpatrick off jump, but
Bro,
I
you
feel like
can't never.
that's been proven even before this year. Like
I ain't gonna lie,
that's
bro.
so
The freshman class is tricky to pinpoint who's gonna be like hot and who's not. And the only reason I say that is if they already ain't somewhat hot or on their way by the time that they on this cover, then we don't really know. Like everybody on this cover has, like, I ain't gonna lie, some of these people I've never heard of. Just a couple. I've heard of most of them, but some of these people I ain't never heard of. Like, I just found out who the fuck Hurricane Wisdom was probably 2 or 3 days before this cover came
mm,
out. Miles Minnick, I've heard his name one time before this cover came out. I ain't never heard no music. I heard his name one time, and DJ Head said something about him. Something about he was gonna be one of the biggest artists in the world one day. Like, all right, like I hear you, like, but I ain't never heard of him, and I ain't really think to go listen to him at the time. Uh, I don't know who Trim is or Skrilla, but I know who YK Niece is. I mean, I know who that
yeah,
is, and the only reason why I know who she is because take me through there, take me through there. You know,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
uh,
yeah, bro.
Babyface E. One of the YNs, one of my young guys at my old job put me on to him. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no idea who that was, and then one day he like, bro, you ever heard of Babyface E? Like, no, who the hell is that? Nah, I know. Chris Patrick, obviously, I know. Belly Gang Cushington, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was somebody else at first. When I first seen his name, I'm like, wait a minute, is that? Nah, that ain't him. Okay. So now I know who that is. Right? Trap Dicky, obviously, he's signed, he the new TDE artist, so he got buzz just based on the fact of who he signed to. I ain't never heard none of his music yet. Martin
Me
tried to
neither.
get me to listen to him, but I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. Uh,
I ain't in no rush.
I don't know who So Camo is. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know who Slayer is, but I do know who Lareezy is, and I found Lareezy all on my own because I was surfing Instagram and just swiping shit. His freestyle came up. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. He sound like he from New Orleans. Okay, let me listen to this. I'm like, oh shit, this kid actually can rap. Okay, I gotta pay attention to him. I followed him immediately off one freestyle. Like, yeah,
Mm,
let me pay attention to him. And
yeah,
now he got co-signs from like J. Cole and Tyler the Creator and all these other people. Like, so he's legit.
okay.
But like I
Yeah,
said, ain't everybody on here outside of probably YK Niece ain't had a moment where it was like outside of the internet where it was like, ooh, we need to pay attention to this person. Cause she was on a hit. Take
right.
Me Through That was everywhere last summer. So you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
She must have finally got there.
yep, yep.
I couldn't know. I couldn't hold. I couldn't hold that one there.
this nigga Stu talking about she must have finally got there.
Oh man, dog.
I guess she did, bro. I guess
No,
she
that
did.
them freshman lists be like the NBA draft. Man.
And this was one of the weakest ones.
Yeah, you know.
We don't know that yet.
I said
You know
one
why
of.
we? You know why we? You know why? No, I'm saying we don't know that yet because not we, but I can recall somebody somewhere saying the same thing about a certain freshman class. It ended up being one of the best ones. So I don't know about all that yet.
I don't remember.
So,
I don't.
bro, okay, so you probably wasn't privy to this because this was so long ago and y'all wasn't doing this podcast yet. But do y'all remember when the 2016 freshman class came out and niggas was saying it was trash?
Yeah, they were
Oh
saying that one was
yeah.
trash, but I knew of at least
But
one of the rappers that can actually really rap,
but you
and
feel
that's
me though?
Denzel
Like
Curry.
niggas was
So
saying that the whole class was trash. I
yeah,
remember. But if we look at this class and we see where these people ended up, it's like this is one of the best freshman classes.
yeah,
You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And they called them trash 10 years ago.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about Denzel Curry was the only one you knew how to rap like Dave East didn't exist.
Oh, I mean, not okay. Him, I pretty much knew at that time. I knew almost majority of that list, and I know for sure that Denzel Curry is literally the one that I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be around for a while. I didn't know. I knew about Dave East too, but I was just like, um, I just really wasn't like super privy to know exactly what the hell he was doing. I knew of like one project, and then after the double XL list, I was like, oh, this nigga can, yeah, he can really
Mm-hmm.
spit. Um, but yeah, I was like, I fell on to everybody else late. Of course, we knew of G Herbo. He was from the city, so he's from the city. So like that was
Yeah, I
like a
mean,
no
he was
brainer.
in my opinion, he was on the cover 2 years too late. But I mean, that's neither here
Yeah,
nor there.
absolutely.
He should have been on the cover with Dirk and Chance and Vic and Bibby in 2014.
Right,
That's
exactly.
what
Yeah.
I think. But then they probably was like, nah, that's too many Chicago rappers.
But
But then
we the
again,
damn
back then,
influence.
back in 2014, you know what I'm saying? Chicago was still like the hotbed of modern, well, at that time, modern rap. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's not now, but back then it was. Um, but yeah, man, like no, that's what I'm saying. Like we don't know where life is gonna take these rappers. You know what I'm saying? We don't know nothing. The only thing I know for sure is one of these women sounds like Nicki Minaj, like almost to the
True.
point where you could close your eyes and be like, "That ain't Nicki."
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
true. And
Oh, that's
she
true.
was getting a lot of hate too. She was getting a lot of hate for that. But at the same time, I'm just like, bro, let them let them be here for a little minute.
Yeah.
Let's just let them be here for a minute. That's one of those things. You can also say the same thing about this other artist that's from the city. That she actually got a message. I can't think of her name right now. But she kind of said her flow. She did a Nicki flow,
Hmm.
but she was actually saying something in it. I can't think of her name right now, but I'm sure people are going to tell me in the comment section. If they do, I appreciate you. Uh, but yeah, bro, like we gotta let sometimes certain artists just need time to develop. Like let them develop, let them get there. Like you feel me? Like um, some people even think that like me personally, I don't think um YK Niece is gonna be all that popular soon. Like she had that one song. Like she was only on one song. Like no disrespect, but like come on, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like you gotta get hot again. Like
Yeah.
come on, like
She just gotta stay in her lane, man. Just come up with another one, man.
that's exactly
I
what she
got
need to
there. I
do.
got there.
Yeah. Well, shit.
I
I
ain't
hope
gonna lie. Before we move on, I think the weakest freshman class of the last, or at least since 2020, has probably been 2024. I think
mm,
so. Because
Only
I
one I
mm,
refresh.
remember is that Mexican OT.
See, that's fucked up.
Hmm.
Cause my boy what's my boy's name? Boss Man D-Lo? I think he was on that one.
Oh, okay.
Uh who else was on that cover? Uh no, that was 2025 I'm thinking of that he was on. Who else was on that damn cover? Shit. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Scarlett, Faux Bats, Boss Man D-Lo, Richard Mary. I don't know what happened to that person. That Mexican OT, that nigga was hot and then disappeared.
for sure.
Oh, he
For sure.
disappeared fast. I'm like, what? He was actually decent. I'm like, what? Where he go? Like, um, Cash Cobain, Skilla Baby, Huncho, Big X the Plug, another person who done disappeared, even though he really ain't disappeared. Um, Maya the Don, Laid Banks. I ain't never heard of the two of them. I ain't never heard so much as a beat drop on any of their song. But
Mm,
and I know so I know a lot of the younger generation stand by people like Huncho and Crash Cobain and even Bossman D-Lo, but it's just like mm, Huncho cool. He just sound like a bunch of rappers that did that better than him. Um Skilla Baby, I actually like Skilla Baby. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's damn entertaining. Uh and then Cash Cobain, he's hit or miss for me. You know,
definitely hit or miss.
that hit or miss for me.
Definitely is.
Bossman D-Lo, he only got one flow. He like the baby at this point. Like he only got one flow, and he rap. Bossman D-Lo raps like he almost rap like he got Tourette's in a way. Whereas like he'll say something to you, he'll say something directly to you, and then he'll turn his head and say some other shit, and then go right back to the conversation you was having. Even though what he just said off to the right is part of the conversation, he said it really loud. Like if I'm talking to Cuda, I say, "Hey Cuda, that's a nice set. What about that banner?" Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh shit.
Oh, man.
what's
Uh,
that song? What's that song? He was like, was that the fucking school? Now I'm trying to dodge a semi. You gotta do is get in with me. Like, what? All right, man. That's right. You twitch anymore, you gonna crash the car. Come on, man.
oh, man. That's crazy.
Now I'm talking shit. But no, I think that might be one of the weakest classes to me. But
I definitely I get you what you're
Hey,
saying. Oh man.
yeah, that Mexican OT was cold, man.
yeah, he was good. I don't know what happened to him. Where he go?
Oh, hey, the last song I heard from him was fuck you mean your mama didn't teach you how to cook. Your mama didn't teach you how to suck dick, but you can suck dick.
What the hell?
That was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Let's see what else is going on. In tour news, y'all know J. Cole's tour starts on Friday.
Yep.
Um, in Charlotte. Um, he put out a magazine. I don't know what's in it, but he put out a magazine that's
You
currently on
bought it?
sale on his. No, I haven't bought it yet.
Oh.
Um, but I'm going to if I can. He's currently selling physical copies of it in Charlotte. Probably he did today. They probably not now since the sun done went down, but um I know they had like a pop-up stand where they were selling copies of it. Um that is a very long tour. That boy gonna be on the road for 6 months. That's
Yeah.
how I know we ain't gonna see him again for a very long time because he going on tour for 6 months.
Mhm.
In other news, I've heard mixed reviews about the R&B tour. Some say it's fire. Some people say it's mid. Um, I'm not going, so I can't judge for myself by the things I've seen on the internet. The production value looks, fire. I don't know about the set list. That's a long ass set list, I think.
Well, that
Because it's
shit
like
gonna be
they
like
because
4 hours.
it's like they handing like one artist to do some songs and then another artist do some songs. I don't know if they stay out there the whole time for each other's sets. I don't know what's up. Probably not. I know they perform together at certain points in the show. I know Chris Brown does a little shit where he put the harness on and fly over the audience like he been doing. That nigga ain't
Yeah.
got no fear. He definitely ain't got no fear because I just saw a clip of him at a show saying that he is if you are a woman and he invites you on stage and you got a girlfriend, you can't come up there. I mean, you got a boyfriend, you can't come up there, or you married or none of that because he don't want no problems.
Mm.
Not like
Yeah.
he cares, but he don't want no problems.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Cause I just saw a clip of some chick that was getting. She might as well have been fucking the man the way she was, the way it was looking. But it was just like, now that woman was single, but it's like I was having a conversation with somebody and she was like, it's just a celebrity. Like, yeah, it's just a celebrity, but it really just depends on who you're talking to. If your man has a problem with it, then your man has a problem with it. Like, there's nothing you could do. Like, just like if, some woman was to invite your man up onto stage, if you had a problem with it, you gonna make it known. If you don't have a problem with it, then you don't have a problem with it. But if you have a problem with it, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Like some of
Wow.
this just some of this just a celebrity. Like, no, you don't understand. It's not
Yeah, let's
just a celebrity. It's Chris Brown. All of these women are going. Period. I don't think y'all understand. Like, if you pay attention to the internet and you've been paying attention to his tours the last few years, all of these women are going. Single, married, pregnant, with kids, without kids, fat, skinny, short, tall, they all going.
mm,
All of them. So it don't matter if he's a celebrity or not.
till the roles get reversed. Now you want to kill a bitch.
See? See? So uh just don't let your girl go. How about that?
Yeah,
Now
that was like
let her
the
go to the show, bro. But if she get picked, just beware. Just beware.
yeah.
All right, man. These girls better be careful, man. Don't get slapped like James Brown did Jill Scott. Now.
You must have just recently watched that because just pull
Yeah.
that from. Man,
Yeah, I
where
was
you
looking
just
at
pull
it.
that from?
I was looking at that the other day.
Like, where you just
I had
pull
flew
that from?
across that chicken. I mean, flew across that kitchen.
Oh my
She
God.
said, "Oh,
That's crazy. That wasn't even funny. That wasn't even funny, but that's crazy. What else is happening in
show
the
your titties to that
world?
white man, bitch." She said, "Oh."
Hey, my boy Chadwick, rest in peace, man. He played shit out that role. Hey, he played the shit out that role. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny. Uh, what else is going on in the world? I just saw some other stuff. Oh, I want to talk about my boy West, Mr. Well Done. I want to talk about him real quick.
Oh my God, I'm not talking about this guy.
No, we have to talk about it because it's music news. We don't have nothing else to talk about.
Hey,
Let's talk about
check
that.
it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it
Check it
out. Check
out.
it out.
Nothing. We have
Check
to
it out.
talk about it.
No. That's why I'm about to talk about it. I'm about to talk about it. See, I'm all for thinking outside the box, right?
Mhm.
I'm all for like reinventing your sound. But see, once you get into that bag where you streaming and you recording while you streaming, and like, see, the only I only think two artists, matter of fact three, let's just say three, are good at making great music no matter what, as far as streaming it and also making it in front of everybody. That's Wiz Khalifa, T Pain, and Tory Lanez. That was the only three. If you are not those three artists that I just named, you don't need to be doing it. So, for therefore, like, and I'm speaking specifically about Tiger, you don't need to be doing none of that shit you doing, dog. We have left your ass back in what is that? What was the honey cocaine days? That
Yeah.
time, bro. We left you back there
Oh
No,
in
shit.
we
the
didn't
honey
leave him back there.
Heisman.
No, we didn't leave him back there.
Okay, we left you back what taste was then.
Jesus.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Yeah. You can say that, yeah. Bro, this is paraphrasing what I told my homie when he sent this to me. I'm not gonna read it, but this is paraphrasing. Tiger's career is one of the most interesting careers in hip hop I've ever seen. Here's why. When he started out, he wanted to be a reality TV star. That didn't work. So then he decided to be a rapper. Probably already was a rapper, but he decided to take it serious. Took rap serious and started off rapping with motherfucking gym class heroes. That's where he started at. Did that. Then he wanted to be taken serious as a rapper. So he left gym class heroes alone and started messing with Wayne. And that worked for a little while. And then he wanted to be, the typical LA turn up rapper, you know, the ladies' man. And when that didn't work, then he wanted to, you know, do OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't know if OnlyFans work because I ain't never seen it. I don't want to see it. Then he wanted to be the party rapper again, and now this nigga want to be a 80s uh he want to be a 80s era pop singer like Tory Lanez tried to do. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is it? Pick a lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, you- I ain't mad at him for reinventing his sound at all. You know, because I like when rappers try to be versatile. I do. But it's like, really, bro? Like, it's a guy, it's a guy who may be locked up right now for, reasons, who did this already. Like, it's not fresh. Like, dude that put the suit on, he put the drip Jerry curl wig on,
Oh shit.
looking like Donnell Rawlings in the Player Hater Ball skit, and he made up 80 sounding album, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Why are you doing it? Like, it's been done before. Like, and I don't know if the people around you was like, well, you could do it better. Like, but do we need that from you though? Like, bro, recently I listened to an album that Tiger was a part of with YG. I had never heard that album. I was aware of it, but I had never heard it. Bro, that's the lane he needs to stick to because most of that album is actually pretty good for what it is. Like that party music, the party rapper thing, the turn up rapper, do that. That's what you're good at. Like, that's what you're great at. You're great at that. I don't think it's too many rappers out the West that could do what you do the way you do it with the party music. But you don't need to do that. You take that wig and give it back to whoever closet you stole it out of.
Oh, it's a video for it, and he got a
Yeah, there's
wig
a video
on.
for it.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's nice. I won't be looking at it.
Unbelievable.
Shit crazy as hell, dog.
You know, and I used to be a huge Tiger fan. I ain't gonna lie. I used to talk shit, but I used to be a huge Tiger fan between like 2009 and 2012. Huge fan. After that, it was kind of like hit or miss. And now it's like, why don't you just do what you know how to do? At this point in your career, like you don't need to switch it up, try to do something different. At this point, this is something you should have done back when Hotel California was coming out and you was trying to find your identity as a rapper after the whole Young Money. Like actually, no, not after the Young Money thing because he was still on Young Money when that album came out. When you decided that you was gonna beef with Drake just because Chris Brown was beefing with him, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's when you should have done that. Like, did y'all ever see why Chris Brown was beefing with Drake? Did y'all ever hear him say why?
It's something about a
Oh,
fight. Something about a fight in the
Bro,
club.
these two light-skinned Negroes was mad at each other over really two things. One was the biggest one was Rihanna, obviously.
Right.
Because at that time Drake was messing with Rihanna heavy and Chris had been the whole story. So that was the first thing. The second thing, which was the more minuscule thing, was the Tiger situation.
Mm.
Like, in my eyes, the beef between Drake and Tiger was very one-sided. Because I don't think Drake had a problem with Tiger.
Nope.
Like, it was very one-sided. And I still don't, to this day, I still don't get it. Like, what exactly did Drake do to you? That's what I be wanting to know with all these dudes who was beefing with him. Like, bro, I want to believe you, but like, what exactly is it that he did to you? Like, that's what I want to know. Even Kendrick, like my nigga, like I know, like I even talk shit about Drake because some of the stuff he does is very questionable. But in my like when if I was y'all friend, I would literally just flat out be like, what did fool do to you specifically?
yeah.
Like, forget how you feel about what he does in the media or to other people that you may know or people in the industry you might pass through. What did he do to you specifically? That's what I want to know. But Tiger makes the least sense. Like,
Right.
y'all two literally are like not the same, but essentially y'all the same. Like, personality wise, I don't understand the disconnect that happened here.
Exactly. Uh, and one last thing, I thought about something that was gaining traction, and I was trying my best to ignore it. The Lupe Fiasco Kendrick shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that shit, like, if you think about it, like, it wasn't no. I felt like Lupe never really had an issue. You could tell he never had an issue with Kendrick for real, because he had already responded to the nigga about the control verse a
Mm-hmm.
long ass time ago. Like, like so. Um, and of course, if you ain't been paying attention, him and Punch had a conversation and they talked about it and everything. But I still think Kendrick gonna say something about that. I still feel like he's gonna say something about that. I really do. Only because Kendrick is petty. He's petty. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Um. So, but yeah, like that Lupe shit. Um. Nobody should be more happier than Lupe for Kendrick. Like, because of the simple fact of main mainstream Lupe is Kendrick. Like, it's basically like nigga, like basically in a way, quarter kind of sort of 50-50 in a way. So
I gotta
um
think about that.
yeah,
Hmm.
if you okay, so let's just say food and liquor, the cool. After that they just like stopped. I think after once lasers
See,
After once the lasers hit, after his he was still signed to Atlantic. So anything after lasers when he was still signed to Atlantic, I don't even like. I think it was mainly because of the label. They was having issue. It was one point where
no, you
the
can't say that because he was signed to Atlantic up until I believe it was I want to
Testo
say
and Youth.
Tetsuo and Youth. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but if you think about the little issue was okay, the computer people, Anonymous, they got into it with Atlantic, and also it was a protest about his album not coming out on time, and the label. He said the label had something. He thought the label thought that Lupe had something to do with it, and basically, they basically disowned him in a way. The label wasn't really pushing him how they was pushing him with that Food and Liquor, the first
Or
album,
the cool.
and the Cool. So after those two albums, like the promotion was like kind of shaky at best. So, and I completely understand that. Like, um, I don't know the full story. I'm pretty sure he's explained in detail about that full story, but I just know that like that's the closest thing we're gonna get to Lupe is Kendrick Lamar. So as far as mainstream quality, like having that quality of talking about everything what's going around and talking about yourself, like that's the main, like, yeah, main character as far as Lupe crawl so you could walk and run and fly,
Pretty much.
basically. So yeah, like um, but I feel like just Lupe is just a way better rapper than Kendrick Lamar is. Like who don't know that though? Like who don't
A
know
lot of
the
people
lyric?
don't know that.
Oh well, that's
Have you
fucked
have
up.
you been paying have you been paying attention to the debates on Twitter and
Yeah,
Instagram and
I have not been
threads?
paying
A
attention
lot
to
of
that.
people don't know. Like Lupe said that Kendrick was a better all around artist than him.
Absolutely, and that's the truth.
He said he got better albums than him,
Absolutely, that's the truth.
but he said that he's not a better lyricist. That's the problem
Absolutely.
with people. People are upset because he said that he's not a better lyricist. And when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, everybody in here is a fan of him. We all know this. When it comes to Kendrick Lamar, when we talk about him or they try to criticize him, the one thing that you I guess is kind of off limits to talk about is his lyricism. Not saying it's bad, it's amazing, but I'm saying like that's the one thing you can't talk about. You could talk about which album you may prefer or which album is better than this. You can talk about concepts. You can talk about voice changes or features or production or whatever. But the one thing you never hear nobody talk about is the lyricism. That's people's problem. They cool. Like he basically dissing Kendrick. He mad because, and it's like, but he's entitled to feel that way about Kendrick because he's a rapper. He might not be at Kendrick's level mainstream wise, but as a rapper who probably has a natural competitive gene, he's allowed to feel that way. Now, whether you agree or not is your business, but he's allowed to feel that way. Don't say he ain't allowed to feel that way. And if you really listen to Lupe instead of just skimming through it, he got a lot of he can back that up in some areas. So you know what I'm saying? Like, um, do I think that Lupe is hating on Kendrick? A little bit. I think it's because Kendrick is in the spot that Lupe was supposed to be in. And I think that's the
Technically
problem.
speaking, yes.
I think that's the problem
Technically.
is that and I'm not just talking about the commercial accolades. I'm talking about the critical acclaim of the albums, all the albums, the multiple Grammys, All of them things that probably maybe should have been Lupe's, but it just didn't work out that way.
Yep.
Same thing with like
I
things
still,
work.
me personally, like I I love still love for Lupe that he still gets the respect he deserves. He still get that
Absolutely.
respect because, like, okay, if you think about it, like the accolades they mean something, but they don't mean as much as like when people bring you up in rap lyrical conversation.
I've said this multiple times on this podcast. I've said it on Twitter. I've said it on threads. Bro, regardless of how you may feel about Kendrick's many Grammys, I'm not saying he don't deserve none of them. I'm not saying no person who's ever won a Grammy didn't deserve it. What I'm saying is when you think about the Grammys, what we were led to believe growing up was that a Grammy meant that your stuff was the best of the best. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We were led to believe that if you won a Grammy, that mean that nobody was touching you, right? But as we've seen, even with Kendrick himself, like as we've seen, the Grammys ain't nothing but a massive, massive popularity contest. It
Mm-hmm.
really truly is. Like the best of the best do get nominated, but it's like take Macklemore winning best rap album, for example. People was like, well, how the fuck did that happen? But you fail to realize that not only, regardless of your opinion of Macklemore as a rapper or Ryan Lewis as a producer, y'all fail to realize that The Heist was one of the biggest rap albums of 2012. For one, for two, it had two back-to-back number one pop hits. Two, damn near three. There's no way that they don't win that out that Grammy. Regardless of how you feel about Kendrick album being a better album, even though to me it is, until these guys here it is. I'm not. I wasn't shocked that it won. Not like that. I mean, it's like, damn, really? Like over Kendrick. Then when you think about it, it's like, well, it was very popular. Then they did have all them hits, and they was everywhere. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't agree with it, it makes sense. Like, yeah, when you really think about it, like, huh, damn, they did have a great year. And you can try to pull the race card, like, oh, it's just because they white or whatever. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm not saying they don't necessarily deserve that Grammy, but I still think Kendrick should have won. But I'm saying, like, when you look at it, it's like, yeah, okay. Like I said, the Grammys don't the Grammys, the accolades, like that's literally a small, small asterisk next to your legacy. Well, your real legacy is how your music resonates with your fans and the people. You know what I'm saying? Who's talking about you in these rap circles? Who's showing up to your concerts? Who's talking about you? Who's bringing your name up in rooms where nobody was thinking about you at? That's really what the power of your music is. You really think Kendrick care? Even if he mentioned it, like you really think Kendrick care about all them Grammys he got? You think he cares? Drake don't care. He said it out loud. That's why they won't nominate him, and that's why he won't submit his work. He don't care.
It means nothing.
It means nothing. Like it means something, but it means nothing in the long run. Same thing with Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson won all them Grammys for Thriller, bro, it was an amazing achievement because I don't think no black artist had ever won that many Grammys for something at that time. I think except maybe Stevie Wonder, right? But it wasn't about the Grammys. It was about the power of the music. Thriller was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. Black homes, white homes, Asian homes, Hispanic homes, at your mama house, at your granny house, at school, at the club, in the car. It was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not shocking it won all them awards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, like I said, the awards mean something because it's validation for your work. But the most validation you can get for your work is how it resonates with the people.
Right.
And
Stand
then, and
power.
then, thank you, that. And then to relate that stand power to another topic that we've covered on this show before, somebody was on Threads today talking about the detriment of being signed to an artist-led label.
Hmm.
And they was talking about Cole and Ari again. And I was like, man, look, oh, I was like, man, look. And look, the argument was very sound. They was basically saying something along the lines of when, your label head is the flagship artist, it seems like all the money towards the marketing and everything goes towards that artist, and whatever's left goes to the rest. That's not necessarily how it works, but I hear you. But I've said before, time and time again, and I'll say it one more time, like I said it earlier. Ari's situation has nothing to do with her marketing. Literally nothing. And you know it has nothing to do with anything because the marketing that some of her fans claim she didn't get, she got it all for this particular album. She was on TV, she was on podcasts, she was on radio, she music videos, the marketing for the whole album, like she was literally everywhere. She was promoting the hell out of this album. Somebody asked me how much it sold. Not that it
Much did it
matters.
sell? Yeah.
Not that it matters. Not that it matters. But somebody asked me how much it sold.
How
How
much did
much
it
did it
say?
sell?
Mm, mm,
Let's go
mm.
find out because I don't remember the exact number. And like I said, sales don't matter. But I'm just saying, like, that's not the problem. Here we
I
go.
saw I saw a vinyl too. I started to get it.
I might still get it. Now, mind you, before I get into this, reviews were overwhelmingly positive, just like all her stuff. Just want you
Mm-hmm.
to know that before I get into this. She sold. Actually, it don't even say what she sold. All it say is that the album debuted at number 172 on the Billboard 200. It's the
Mm,
lowest she's ever been on that chart.
mm,
The
Mm,
lowest. The most promotion,
mm,
the lowest.
mm,
sh-
mm, mm.
mm.
It's not
Goddamn
about
dog.
the promotion. It's not about the promotion. It's about how her music resonates with the masses. And I'm not saying that she can't. I'm just saying that I said this before. Maybe Ari Lennox ain't supposed to be Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's just supposed to be fucking Ari Lennox.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she can't change up her image. I'm not saying she can't wear her makeup and do her nails and, have her hair all done up like she been doing lately. She been ditching the normal girl look. Cool. That's fine. That's great. You look good, baby. You always did. But I'm saying it's like maybe, to these fans, she don't gotta be that. Like I understand you believe in her that much, but maybe she's just not destined to be that, bro. Some of my favorite rappers ain't at that level that I would like for
Mm,
them to be, but I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I know everybody ain't meant for that. That. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that ain't resonate enough with
yeah.
everybody for that. And it's okay. Like y'all gotta understand, bro. Like, and I said this also as well, bro. I think her leaving Dreamville in the long run was gonna hurt
Yeah.
because regardless of her fan base that she's built and her selling out these shows, which is amazing, it's amazing. I'm a fan. Y'all know this.
Mhm.
I'm not one to deny that her leaving Dreamville might have hurt her a little bit. Because it's like the mere fact that you even associated with that nigga over there makes me want to listen to you if I don't know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Be like that.
Just ain't meant to reach past your core audience. You know, it's all right though.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But I kind of wish they would stop talking about that shit. Cause, like, honestly, I
It
get
wasn't.
why they
It
keep.
wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily about that,
Oh,
but
okay.
artists led labels, so they had to mention Cole.
Yeah.
But then again,
But like,
ain't no true artist led label did amazingly well in the long run. Like when it
uh,
start off, like for example, like Young Money. When Young Money really took off in like '08, '09, when they had Nicki and Tyga and Drake and all them people, the only people on the label that was hitting was Tyga, Nicki, and Drake. The rest of them guys was just there. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
They had talent, but they just was like background
Yeah.
characters. Same thing
mm-hmm,
with Maybach Music. Like every roster of Maybach Music, there was always somebody who was standing in the background. It was Ross, then Meek, then Wale. In terms of popularity, you know what I'm saying? Ross, Meek, Wale, and then it was the rest of them niggas. Hill never stayed around long enough for him to even get anything.
mm,
Stally, as great of a rapper as he is, he didn't belong with Maybach Music. He didn't belong with them. Omarion was like, hi, bye. You know what I'm saying? Even though one of his better albums is on that label, you know what I'm saying? Because that Sex Playlist go crazy.
Yeah,
yeah,
do.
But, one album and he was gone. Uh, who else was on that label? Rocky Fresh. Rocky Fresh didn't belong on that label. Fat Trail didn't belong on Maybach Music. That wasn't a fit for him. I get what Ross was trying to do, but it was just like, he didn't fit.
yeah, exactly.
And then OVO, like, the biggest artist from OVO not named Drake is Party Next Door.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
rest of them
that's it.
guys and the rest of them guys was making good music. They just didn't hit like Party did.
Right.
Division, incredible artist. Him and 1985, incredible. They didn't hit like Party. They better than Party. To me, they make better R&B music than Dude, but they just didn't hit.
He's a
Magic
good writer,
Jordan.
though.
Magic Jordan. They was decent. They didn't hit though. Roy Woods, decent. Didn't hit. McConan, well, we know what happened to him. Uh, don't even get me started on a Smiley nigga. If we not PG Lane, like they ain't got nobody but King, that Tanner Leon guy. Ain't nobody know where he at, and that chick that they just signed. She
Money
she
something.
she yeah, Imani. I think that's her name. She's fresh
Imani.
out, so we don't really know nothing about PG Lane yet.
No.
Keem is successful, but let's be honest. Keem is successful because he's talented, but he's got as much success as he has because of who he's affiliated with, not necessarily because of the talent. I'm not saying that he don't deserve to be where he is, but it helps when your cousin is Kendrick Lamar, even if Kendrick ain't necessarily gifting him this. You know what I'm saying? He made him work for it. And in Dreamville, like it's like with every label that's led by an artist, like you end up liking who you like. Everybody on Dreamville makes good music for the most part. Everybody. But it's just like, there's the main players and then there's the people in the background. But the people in the background make a little bit more noise than everybody else because Revenge of the Dream has happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think we need to bring back label albums. If we ever did. Like everybody can carve out a minute, like a week or two, and come up with something.
Make the time.
Like, yeah, man, you can
And
make
it
the
and
time,
it
man.
Anything but email it in. I'm tired of that.
Like you niggas. I hate when rappers be like, I just didn't have the time, bro. I don't care who your manager is, if you have a manager, or if you're your own manager. You are the one who dictates what you do. You say yes and you say no, regardless of what your manager says or whoever says. You don't want to make it happen. Like you the motherfucker making the money. So it's like you can literally say, fuck all this and lock in the studio. I ain't never got that.
Oh man. Dedicate yourself to your craft.
Yeah.
But I don't think we got anything else. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do shout outs. Yeah. So first shout out I want to do is from this artist named Asar. It's spelled Ausar. He put out a song called Rush Hour. Enjoying this fire though, like it's really good. It's really good. I like what he was doing with that song. Dope R&B ish type song. Definitely something for outside. It's hot outside, so definitely something to put on repeat. So go check out this new song from Asar called Rush Hour. What else? What else? Let's see. I just had it. Just had it. Oh, so this artist named Renika. She put out a song called "Come Alive." That's definitely from the outside. This is definitely from the outside. It's got a '90s vibe to it. And it's fire. I mean, like, it's definitely to get you moving. Definitely, like, if you turn this on, it's gonna wake you up to get up and dance. It's really gonna make you want to get up and dance if you like to dance. So, the song is
Do you
called
want to
"Come Alive."
dance?
And it's from Renika. Is her name is spelled Ranika. So yeah, song's called "Come Alive" from Renika. Yeah, it's fire. Other than that, I ain't got nothing else. Ain't nothing else really came out.
Told you.
Uh, so yeah. Yep.
Hey
Yep.
man,
It
I
was
got
a
an
dry week.
announcement.
Go ahead.
Only we need to go. Y'all niggas need to go back to beating y'all kids
Whoopings are important.
That shit was so
because
random.
because I don't know if y'all are privy to this, but these team takeovers is getting out of hand.
Mhm.
Hey
That
man.
Like I'm
shit.
off.
That
Look,
shit.
man, don't get me wrong. I'm all for teenagers having fun. I used to be one, but y'all gotta chill, bro. You parents need to do a better job of knowing the whereabouts of your
Yeah,
children.
man. These kids need parents, man. Not best friends.
Not friends, parents. Even if you don't beat them, something gotta happen.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily saying that if they keep doing what they're doing, they're gonna end up on a path of self-destruction. Because it's not that dramatic. But something gonna happen. I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to get y'all kids, man.
Man.
Bring back whoopings. but necessary whoopings. Don't be one of them parents that just beat your kid for anything. I don't like
Yeah.
you. I don't like you. You bitches and you niggas really get on my nerves beating your kid for anything. Like
Only when they deserve it.
exactly.
Hey, you're
Only when they really fuck up. Like if they life, like if they willingly put their life in danger. You know what I'm saying? Or
right.
Yeah.
something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Punishment works.
they broke the glass. Whoop them. No, we don't whoop them for that.
Oh.
No, like they didn't clean that room. You don't whoop them for that.
No. They didn't go to bed on time.
That's not what we whoop them for. Like
You know.
um, like oh, like oh like the kid, the little boy, little 5, 6-year-old won't stop pissing on himself at school. That's not something you whoop him for, though. Whooping, look, let me tell you something. Whooping is not gonna make the piss not come out. It's gonna come out. You know what I'm
Oh, man.
saying? I'm for real.
And on that note,
Yeah, bro, bring whoopings back, bro.
oh man,
You know what I'm saying?
Or something. Y'all gotta get more strict with these kids, man.
You know what I'm saying?
uh,
Make them hold heavy bottles of detergent in both arms. You ain't just stand there with your arms out like this.
These kids need structure.
You know what I mean?
They need discipline.
Build some character. Build some strength.
Yeah, they don't need, they don't
so
need,
they can carry
they
some
don't
groceries,
need,
huh?
they don't need,
Exactly.
they don't necessarily need the rhinestones on their jeans.
You know,
How the how
they
the
don't.
kid how the kid got a fit that costs more than everything I got in my closet, but they can't fucking read at a fucking
You
high
know what I'm
school
saying?
level.
Shit, crazy, man.
Y'all seen them videos where the dude be like, read the index card, and they get it motherfucking index card and they can't read it. They be saying the
Yeah,
words all wrong.
it's
I'm like,
sad,
see,
man.
your
It's sad.
parents and your school system failed you. You out here looking, you out here looking like you design it up and down, or you got your makeup and your hair and your nails all done. Bitch, you can't read.
You know what
You
I'm saying?
can't read.
Some fresh dummies.
Oh, all right, I'm done. That was my
Yeah,
rant
man.
for today.
Yeah. Well, that's our show, guys. We'll see y'all next week. I hope y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all, of
Mm-hmm.
course. Yeah, so like I always do, appreciate your haters because they love you just as much as the people that love you. Yeah.
And whoop them people that love you too. Whoop them.
What the fuck?